Whitewater's Farm and Craft. We are making some honey butter lip balm today. So basically it's just coconut oil, some beeswax, and some shea butter. So I will give you a couple of different things that you want that you can add in it if you don't like any of those kind of things other than the beeswax, but the butter or the oil. So I'm going to show you what I've got on the ingredients and the measurements. Okay, so what I have in here is I have a double broiler, and if you don't have a double broiler, just get you a pot like this, and if you don't have one of these, then just use a glass dish in there, like a mixing bowl. So I have 3 tablespoons of coconut oil in here, and to that I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of shea butter. I can get it off my fingers. And then last, I'm going to add the beeswax. So I'm just going to let this stuff melt in here, and it'll just take a couple minutes. And I believe this will make 2 servings in my little dishes that I have. Let me grab a spatula here. Okay, I'm going to kind of chop this up so it will melt a little bit faster. Okay, so while that cooks, I'll tell you a few things. So if you don't have coconut oil, you can use olive oil. And then if you're going to be putting them in like I'm using these little plastic things. If you have glass, you can use glass. But if you're going to use like little tins or something, you want to add an extra carrier oil in there. Just 1 tablespoon of like avocado oil or sweet almond oil. One of those would be a great carrier to add in that. I don't know if it's just something to do with the metal or the tin cans that you can use, but I don't use those, so I don't have to add that. Check, it's almost done. Okay. And then if you don't like shea butter, which I like shea butter over cocoa butter, but it's really up to you. So if you have cocoa butter on hand, you can use that just as well. But I actually like the shea butter. It's a lot easier to cook down to make into a liquid than the cocoa butter is. And plus I just like the smell of a shea butter versus a cocoa butter. So we are almost melted in here. We got a couple little shavings in there. And beeswax, you know, if you have a honey guy around you, you know, I've said this in a couple of my previous videos. I go to the farmer's market and I see my bee guy, and these are 2-ounce bricks of beeswax. I know a couple people that sell it, so you know, if he decides to not do it anymore, I have other people to go to, or there's a couple other bee vendors that go to our farmer's market that sell honey. So and I pay 2 ounces for a 2-ounce bar. So I usually buy them 10 bars at a time, so that way I'm not having to constantly go back, because I use beeswax a lot. And it has really great benefits for you. It's all natural, so that's one of the reasons why I like it. So let me move some of my stuff out of the way here. Now I got these little guys here. I have no idea what kind of ounce he is, like maybe half an ounce. I'm not even really sure. I ordered them all, or no, I actually got them at Hobby Lobby because they had a 20 pack of them, and I had a coupon, so I used that. I love coupons. So I turn my stove off here. I ended up getting like a 20 pack of them for fairly cheap, so I thought that was a great deal for me. So I'm going to flip the camera around here, and I'm going to pour it in my little jars. And you're going to give this time to sit up at least a couple hours. When it's all solid, I mean, you'll know. Now, if you have the lipstick tubes, those are great also. I don't have those right now. I'm just going to use up the stuff that I have right now, the kind that you put your finger into. So let me get flipped around here. Alright, so these are my little jars. I probably should have laid a towel down, but I didn't. So So we're just going to pour this in here. I might make all 4. Makes me so excited. I might have extra. Yeah. And I believe I filled them all up. Let me get another one out. I kind of broke the little plastic seal that it had, so yay, this makes me so excited. Hey, looks like we're gonna do another one. Alright, so this actually makes a lot. This is my first time making this one. Somebody had given me this recipe, so I thought I'd try it because I usually do one with honey in it. And, but I figured I would try a different one. I like the one I used to make, but it just, like, it moisturized, but just not that much. I wasn't in love with it, you know. Sometimes you gotta be in love with your stuff. If you're not, then it just isn't worth it anymore. I know this isn't gonna fill this one all the way up, but that's all right. We'll just keep that one as a backup. But hey, look at that. And all we did was use a few tablespoons of 3 ingredients, and I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.5 things. And these would be great little gifts. So if you're looking for something for the holidays, you know, right now we're in November and everybody's getting sick and your lips are getting chapped, so these are great just to throw in your pocketbook or put in your console of your car, or give out to your kids that go to college. You know, these are great. But that's it. I'm just going to leave these here for a couple hours, and I'm going to let them form up into a solid, so I'll bring you back when they are all solid. All right. Hey guys, so it's been about an hour and 15 minutes, and our lip balm has completely cooled and dried. So I just kind of wanted to show you what it looks like. Now, like I said before, this recipe was given to me by a friend because I really didn't like the one recipe that I have. So I just kind of want to give it a little bit of try here and see what it's like. And I put way too much on there. It's very moisturizing, I will give you that. It doesn't have a whole lot of scent. You know, kind of if people that have asthma or allergies like I do, or like my daughters do, you can't handle a whole lot of scents because you can breathe it in and it causes you to cough or sneeze or something like that. But it really doesn't have any scent, but my lips feel great, and I apologize for that. That's my husband and they're jamming. But yeah, I just totally got this all over my face, but it actually makes my lips feel cool. So if you have really chapped lips, you know, you can get the Blistex, or you can get, you know, lip smackers and all that, and sometimes it can make it burn, but yeah, I really like this. So you guys are going to have to try this out. So if you try this recipe, put that down in the comments below. I will put all the ingredients in my description box. I hope that you all have a blessed day, and thank you so much for watching.